Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the day 20 to install the N8N tool with our self-host running concept, right? So N8N is available in a cloud-based one and a self-host also there. Cloud-based is everyone, we know about that. Just like that, we can search with the N8N tool and go with that web browser and connect with that. But N8N, local host is not like that. We have to installing the tool and connect with that Google Cloud and everywhere. Last session we was discussed briefly about that. I hope everyone can understand that concept. Today we can see with that how to use a N8N tool to create one basic automation process. That means on support chatbot, customer support chatbot, how to create that. So entire flow I have to show you. So before that hands-on, you will complete one short presentation. Okay, so about that how can we follow the workflows and what are the things, the factors is there. Like that way we must give a small discussion, then we are entering into the hands-on way. Okay, so without delay I entering into the concept. So today's concept is a build a customer support or healthcare agent. Now we can entering into the customer support chatbot. In another day we have tried with that healthcare agent. Okay, so why build the conversational agent? So this like this kind of support chatbots, why we have to build? That's use case and the real world impact. We have to see this slide. And conversational agents are transforming how organization deliver this support. So now I give it the oral way to this particular concept. So don't need to read the particular passage. Okay. So it is reduce the more manpower, right? If we have built on particular chatbot, means they have to interact with an human, so the user. For an example, we are a e-learning domain, e-learning company. We are creating, we also having some customer support chatbot. So once you need any basic queries about our course related or our work related, any kind of things, you can clarify with that support, that particular chatbot also. First, you can clarify your basic queries with our chatbot. Then you can contact with our direct support. Our AR team. So like this way, every MNC companies and every IT companies are following this particular support. Support chatbot, customer support chatbot. More or less, they have to fulfill their theoretical conversation. They have to done. If they have to go with that official procedure, they have to enter into the bot any products or any tools. Then only the human will be inside the particular process. So like this way we have to set conversational agent is helps to directly contact with that user. Okay, then the companies like Zendesk and Ada report that will design the agents resolve this 70% of routine queries without the human intervention. So freeing the team to focus on the challenging problems that requires empathy and expertise. These are the major thing we have to follow. This use case of we have to follow the conversational agent. Okay. Then real world impact. So the instant response time and the conscious service quality and scalability, data insights and cost efficiency is known. We don't have to spend much kind of money for this. So once we know about understand the concept how to do this kind of chatbot creation, then we have to implement with the different domains and different procedures way. Okay. The first point is no more waiting on hold for email replies. Every interaction follow best practices and handle the thousands of conversations during the peak hours and learn from the every conversation to improve over time and reduce the support cost while improving the satisfaction. These are the brief things about the real world impacts. Then architecture of this particular conversational agent flow. How it was follow the workflow. Oh, I have to zoom. Okay, now it's okay. Fine. So first they start with that user input. So any kind of chatbot, once they have to trigger with that any kind of query, the user will give it to that. Then only they have to start their work. So like that way, user input, speech or text from the user. So any one kind of way they have to start the conversation from the user. So every LLM also same like that. So ChatGPT, now my account ChatGPT is still freeze. When I was entering into that particular chatbot, LLM, asking to start to asking my question, then only they have to give a reply for me. Otherwise, they still freeze. Okay, so same like that. When the user will start the query, then going with the natural language understanding, interpret the intent and the entities based on their language wise and their query wise. They have tried to understand the question. Then go with the dialogue management. So central context and the decision. They have to try with that the keyword. So based on the keyword wise, they have to go and search with that particular tokens keywords wise. They have to search the answer. Okay, then the knowledge base. So in case the chat GPT's most knowledges, they have to search with the internet, and perplexity also same like that. Everything they search the answer from the internet, like every website. So multiple things wise they have to search the answer. So RAG model having the different thing. They have an individual resource. They have to search the answer from the particular resource file. Like that is knowledge base or APIs wise. They have to work interacting with the different softwares. Then response generation. That is compose the reply from the user. Compose. You have generate the answer for user. This is the agent architecture. So already we was discussed more thing about this. Then choosing our agent type. So I already said the healthcare you will see later. So now we can go with the customer support agent. So best for e-commerce or SaaS products and retail products retail domain. We have to repeatedly use this customer support agent. The core capabilities are order tracking and status updates, product recommendation and return and refund processing, account management and FAQ handling. This kind of capabilities the chatbot will do this kind of things. So major tools they have to follow by the Dialogflow, RASA and Amazon Lex. These are trending tools, support chatbot creation supporting tools. Okay. So healthcare, just like we have to know, then we will discuss later. So best for clinics, telemedicines and patient portals. The capabilities are symptom assessment with the triage and appointment scheduling, medication reminders, patient education and emergency detection. So based on this, they have to work. The custom solution with the HIPAA compliance is the major tool they have to use because it's focusing on the healthcare, medical domain. So one or two things is there. It's a common thing. So this is the variation between customer support plus healthcare agent. Okay. So as usual, I have to give us some reminding about this. So we are offering this particular internship program in this particular Agentic Intelligence Masterclass series. So in this internship, it's having 30 days of exclusive recording session. All presentation, downloadable source code and all resources are available. Exclusive 4+ project code with downloadables are available. IET confirmation letter, 180 days of LMS course access, assignment plus task, academic internship report, and high valued IET certified internship certificate we will provide it to you. These are the 8 benefits are there. So it's a limited time offer. Still 1 or 2 days is there. So discount fees are 999. So the registration link we will share it in a chat box. So if anyone interested, kindly use of the particular link. Join with our internship. And this is our payment page. Once you can entering with the link, you can get the page like this and give it your basic details and select the agent internship. Then you get done your payment. After that, we are take care of you. Okay. So thank you for that. So now we can continue with the process, build process. So same like that architecture wise. First define your use case. What kind of thing you have to build your chatbot. So for your so that means your domain. So you are product based company or service based company, or which kind of work you have to develop the particular chatbot. So now we can develop the one customer support chatbot, right? That means it helps to, they have to know about our course related things. So next one, design conversation flow. So we have to make a design like one node and every condition wise we have to create the workflow and build intent recognition. So recognition means we can build a model. So with the help of the LLM model, they have to generate the answer for the support, user support. Implement the dialogue management. So they have to understand the dialogue of the user's query wise. They have to search the answer from the particular knowledge base. Then connect the knowledge source. So just now I said, based on the key API key wise or file type resource wise, they have to search the answer inside the particular knowledge file. Finally, test and iterate. Once they have to self-test, they have to do, then they have to giving into the user's query, reply. This is a build process of these. So internship users, you are once you read this, so we don't have a time, we have to enter into the workflow creation for N8N tool, so that's why. So example, customer support agent flow. So the order tracking conversation. For an example only, I have to mention this. So hey, where is my package? I ordered it last week. So this is the user's query, the first query. Then the intent organizations to detect the intent. So what is the purpose? The query, user will ask. Track order. So the confidence level is a 0.94. The slots are order number. So the chatbot expecting the order number. So most of the places they have to the WhatsApp chatbot also working like this, right? So most of the banking sectors they have to introduce their WhatsApp chatbots. So we have to check our mini statement or our balance inquiry, everything we have to do in a WhatsApp chatbot also. So based on the unique number for the each and every banking sectors. So like this, same like that. So agent responses, I had be happy to check on your order status. Could you provide your order number? You can find it your confirmation mail. So the order number is there in your mail. Kindly check the order number and share it to me. I will check your order status. Like that way they have to set. The user provide the order number like this, and the API call they have to go into system queries and order database with the order number parameter. Retrieve the shipping status, carrier info and the tracking number. So everything this kind of details based on the order number wise they have to retrieve from this particular official website based on the user's order number wise. The final response are okay, yeah, great news, your order number shipped on April 15th. So the via the particular courier service they have to represent, it's currently in transit and scheduled at the arriving on tomorrow on 8 p.m. So your tracking number is there. So you have to like me, I have to share tracking link, directly send it to your mail ID. Like that way they have to ask. Okay, this is the example of a customer support agent flow. So healthcare agent, now it's no needed. So just like that you have to read this in later. Okay, intensive users, you can get the presentation, you read this later. So you have to go in next one. So best practice and the common pitfalls of this particular things. So design the real conversation. So the UI we have to create and avoid the over promising. Over promising means unwanted things they don't have to share to user, and prioritize the privacy and security and measure and improve. So everything is based on the request user query wise they have to happen. Okay, fine. So these are all the things we have to discuss in this theoretical way only. So now we can directly entering to this hands-on creation of N8N with the help of creating customer support chatbot. Okay. So already last session I was said to you. So we have to start. Okay. What was this? Okay. So last session we was discussed how to open the N8N tool with the workflow. The workflow we have to create. So we open the command prompt. Yeah, the command prompt is there. So now I have to type like a N8N, like just like the N8N I have to give, or else N8N start, like that way I have to provide the command. So now it helps to open the particular N8N tool with my local host, so system related one. Okay, it takes some time to execute. Yeah. So same like that, I have to give a O. They have to open the particular N8N tool. Yeah, now it was there here. So you can see that there is two execution I have to done with the last 2 days, the last 7 days. One is a failed, one only it is executed. The failure rate is a 50% the failure rate. Run times are 2.5 seconds only. They have to run. The one particular one needs run. Okay, so we have to follow with that new workflow. So I have to create a new workflow. just a minute. Okay. So now we have to start from here. This is the first step we can start. Oh, I have to repeat what I said. No, nothing is. Nothing is. Just now we have to complete. Okay. Now just now we have to complete our presentation. Then I have to go with the start to execute. I mean run the N8N tool with the offline. I mean local host runtime. So I have to go with the command prompt. So open the command prompt wise. I have to follow by this N8N. Like this command we have to give it. So last session we was install the particular N8N tool with the offline work, right? So continue the session with that N8N we have to execute like this. They have to open the window in a local browser. I mean Microsoft Edge. Without cloud, they have to run with our system runtime wise. So now I have to give a open. You have to opening the system, I mean browser like this. I mean the flow like this. So you can see. So this is the first step. So we can go with that. Yeah, home. So just like that, I have to say the home page what all these things is there. So last 7 days I was done 2 different things. So yesterday I was try with one. Today also I will try one practice for my practice purpose. I have to do this. So now we can continue to create the new workflow. That's it. So this is the first step. Okay, we can start from here. This is the first node. It was available here. Fine. So first step we can continue from the form wise. So already I said we can develop the one customer support chatbot. Customer support agent we have to develop. So we can start the particular node from the form wise. On form submission wise we have to start the particular first node. Oh, just a minute. Yeah, here. So I have to click. They have to give a multiple trigger point and everything is there. So on form submission like that way the different thing is there. So you can choose from the on form submission. So on form submission you can get this. You can get this one. The test URL and production URL both are there. Now it's a test URL. So now we don't have to deploy this. Just we have to create and execute that. Final process we have to deploy. That time we have to change the URL. Okay. This is the local host URL. We can copy this or else we can try with the 2 different options. One is we can deploy the particular application. We can directly execute to the chatbot page. Or else we can copy the URL and paste it in any browser. That time also we have to take a website for the chatbot interaction. Okay. So now the authentication is no needed now. So we can follow the later. So now we can starting from our title. Our form title is customer support. This is our form title, customer support. The description is no needed. Just we have to give a name for this. Okay. Then same like that. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So now we can followed by this add element. First we have to give a title for this. Then going to the add element for the field name. We can develop the support. So again I have to give a customer support bot. The element type we can provide it to the file wise. So I have to choose the file. So the multiple files is no needed now. So I have to disable that. The file type we can provide it as a PDF file. Okay. Now we can start with that PDF file base. It's convenient to alignment for everything. That's why I have to start from the PDF. Okay. First we can give a form title of this. Then we can add a element. The element field name is a customer support one. The element type is a file type. The what was that? The resource file we have to add it with that file type. File wise the multiple things is there. The drop down email you can use and a number wise, password wise, everything we have to use. Now we can try with that file type. Then multiple files is no needed. Now single file only. At the time we have to post it here and accept file types only PDF. Okay. So we done. Otherwise we don't have to touch anything. So now we can go to back to canvas. This is again going to this particular node. Now first step we have to done. Okay. Followed by this we have to create the Pinecone database. Now we have to create a database. Already we was discuss about the particular database creation in a last class before we have to discuss, right? So now first we have to create a node for this. So vector data, pinecone vector store. Now it's that pinecone vector store. We can select. So they have to ask me 5 different actions. So now we can give it like a add documents to vector stores. So last time we can just create a database, index database only. Now we can add the file now. That's it. So you can see. So already the pinecone account is there. So we was create that. That's why I don't have to create now. Just a minute. Yeah, now you can see the N810 demo N810. This is the last time we have to create that particular database. Okay. If you already create the index in the pinecone database, automatically it can show in your N810 tool. So now the insert there also, the operation mode also having different thing, retrieve document and upload, update document, everything is there. Now we can start with that insert document because of we have newly create this particular chatbot. So that's why insert document and the database index we have to select with that demo N810, and now we can go to the back to canvas. So now the pinecone vector will create it here. Then here we can do different things there. The embed and document. Embedding we have to create the particular model. The LLM model we have to create here. The document we have to manually assigning the outsourced file. So we have to upload here. So first we can done with the data document. I click this plus button. They are asking 2 different one. Directly we can connect with the GitHub, or else any local files, anything is that we can upload here. So we can forward by the default data loader. It's a local system, any what was that? Local files is there, we can directly upload here. Okay, so default data loader. The type of data we can give a binary. Binary means every file, so PNG file, document file, PDF, everything we can upload that. That was binary. So most of the chatbot they have to provide the binary option. So that's why. And the mode was specific or all type. So now we can do with the all input data. So we can upload PDF as well as document also. So that's why. Then data format is automatically detected by the MIME type. Yeah, that was fine. Then text splitting into simple. So we don't have to customize that. Simply they have to split like 1000 characters into the 200 vector of the overlap of the particular token values. Split every 1000 characters with the 200 overlap characters. The chunk was they have to split, right? Last session also we was discussed this. The text splitting. So this is the way default data loader we have to create. We can select only a type of data into binary, and the mode is a load all input data, and data formats automatically detected by the file type wise, and text splitting is a simple way. Then again we have to go with that back to canvas. So now the data loader was successfully created. Okay, so now we can go into the embedding model. So the model was we have to embed that. Yeah, now we have to start with that embedding the model. So now already I tell, right? Here we had very familiar, 2 different familiar models is that. One is Gemini as well as OpenAI, so like ChatGPT. We have select the OpenAI, but the OpenAI contains what was that? Multiple, what was that? Limited requests only they have to accept. But Gemini is not like that, it's getting free. That's why I have to select the embedding model as a Gemini. Okay, so you have to upload your Gemini. So already have a API key inbuilt with this one. That's why it automatically detect the model from here. If you are a new user means you can click the drop down button and create a new credential, and you have to paste it your API key here. So I already showed to you, right, how to get the API key from the Google Studio, Google AI Studio. In previous session videos is there. So you can go and check with that. Internship users, I think it was there in day 16 or 17. I have to said about this API key creating process. You can rewatch that. Okay. The others you can check with your available YouTube playlist. Okay. Okay. Now I have to close this. So I already have a API key account here. So now I have to go to back to canvas. So the model was embedding text model 0004. That kind of model I have to select here. Okay, then I going to the back to canvas. Now I done to the next first step I have to done. First on form submission and the Pinecone vector store I have to database I have to create. Then I have to upload the existing outsourced data I have to upload here, and the embedding model also I have to create. I have to explain about in a write-up way in a RAG model discussion, right? Same process I have to done here. The first step was done. So now we can check with this. Okay, now I have to execute the workflow. They have to create the one particular tab. So inside the tab, the customer support is the particular UI name. Here I have to upload my file. If I click this choose file button, it's going to my file manager. From the file manager, I have to select the unique file of this particular resource file and upload here. When I give the submit, then everything we have to done. When every nodes are getting a green tick, that kind of things also properly executed. Okay, so now I have to upload the file, like click a choose file. I'm going to upload the customer support. Already I have one PDF file related to the customer support. The dialog file is there. I have to give that and click and open that and give a submit. So now the form was submitted. You can see here the on form submission was done, and the default data loader also done, and the embedding model also properly analyzed that. Now only the vector database store only they have to converting the text file into the vectors. That is the converting process will happen here. Okay. So now we can go to the next step. So this is the first step we was done. So just we can create the workflow. So how it was executed, you can follow this workflow wise, you can execute. Next step we have to follow create the UI for chatbot UI. So we have to create that, right? So now I am going to the next process, that was the chatbot okay, I have to go to the new one. So click the add button and chat trigger. So you can type like a chatbot or anything. You can type like a chat. You get the first option of chat trigger. So click the chat trigger. They have to asking the option like this. So once I enabling into the publicly available. So in the first time I have to show you, right, the same thing. You can get the URL. We can manually run with the different browsers. Okay. So when I want to enable into the make public means the hosted chat. The hosted chat means is anyone can run this and interact with our my chatbot. If I get with the embedded chatbot means I have to embed this kind of support customer support chatbot into my website. The embed is already, we know the meaning, right? We have to embed the one particular tool in our existing platform. So like that way. I have to give a hosted chat that was enabled to the authentication also no needed. Now the initial message, the every ChatGPT or everything they have to ask, right? Can you tell me what can I help for you? Okay, the problem in nodes, a Pinecone vector store. Okay, there was some vector conversion error is there. Okay, we will see this later. Okay, now we can customize this. So hi there, my name is Pantech AI. I have to give a Pantech else, or what's the given name? Okay, I give my name. Okay, my name is Thanks. So how can I help you today? Like that way we can customize this. How can I help you today? Or hello everyone. Everything we have to customize that. Hello everyone, my name is Thanks. How can I help you today? Like that way. Once you get done this, you can go with that back to canvas. Now the first step will complete it. So another advantages, what is that means we can what was that, floating this. It was floating when every options are floating. We can, when we need to fix, we can assign that. It's a customizable one every nodes also. Okay, so now we can start with the chat option. So then we can followed by this, we can create an agent. Now our agent will be entering in this part. So click a add button. We can type like a AI agent. oh sorry, yeah, the AI agent is there. Once I click that AI agent, so now I don't touch anything. The default option is enough for me, because just like that the customer support chat bar only we have to create. Okay, just a minute. Sorry. Okay. So now I don't touch anything. The same thing is enough for that. Connect the chat with the trigger node wise. When the node was triggered, then only the chat will be executed. Okay. Otherwise everything is okay. I have to go into the back to canvas. Now here we have to connect the multiple things. Okay. First one, the chat model. The chat model means we have to connect with that the LLM model. So how we can embed model we have to create. So same model I have to select here also. The chat model I have to using the same Gemini model, because it was free, right? That's why I'm using this Gemini model. The same account, it's already I have to enable the API key. The flash 2.5 flash model I have to select here for the chatting purpose. So I am going to the back to canvas. So now I have to go with that memory. So memory means every questions they have to store it their memory. So the every chatbot, ChatGPT also follow like this. So based on our first time asking query wise, they have to give answer the next day also. So like that way, you have to create a memory. So I already told there are the multiple databases there. Now we can, just like a simple chatbot only we have to create. So I have to select this simple memory for this. The chat trigger, everything same like that. The context window length is a 5. So that was also enough for that. So back to canvas. Now I'm going to the connect with the tool. Okay, now I have to connect with the tool here. Starting stage, we have to create a chat node. So trigger the chat node. Then we are going to the AI agent. The agent only, with the help of the chat model and memory wise, they have to interact to the user. Okay. Now I have to connect with that answer question vector store. Here only we can start the chatbot. The chatbot is ready to interact with the human, but they have to retrieve the answer from the particular workflow. Based on this workflow wise, they have to start the conversation, right? So for that one day I have to create the one question answer node. So the question answer vector store I have to create here. Okay, so I can click the add button and type like a answer, yeah, vector store question answer tool. So like that, anything question or anything you can type, automatically they have to recommend to the official Pinecone vector store. Yeah, just a minute. Here you can give it your description about your data. So now I use this tool to answer questions related to the customer support. This is my prompt wise, and the limit was I have to give a 3. What is the meaning of the limit means? The right away was discussed that what was that? The top k values only they have to extract the top k values. The top k limit we have to fix like a 3 top k limits only. It's enough for us for our answer, gathering the answer. Okay, here we can describe about our data. Then we have to set a limit for the top k values of our vector values. Okay, now again we are going to back to canvas. Here the vector store was created. So now we can create the next step. Here also we can create the vector store as well as another model. The retrieve model also here we need to create here also. Okay, start with the vector store. We have to create to the Pinecone vector. So already we had created workflow here, right? The same vector we have to initiate here. So Pinecone vector store we can select and follow the same process. The Pinecone account same already is there. The index account is there. The retrieve document. Before that we have to select the operation is a insert document. Here we can retrieve the answer from the store. So that's why we have to select the retrieve the document. Then the index of that is demo n8n. So last time we have created that, right? So demo N18 I have to select, and going to the again I going to the back to canvas. The pinecone vector store one is created. So here also we need a embed model. So the model only retrieve the data and send it to this database, right? So now also we have to create the embed model. The same model Google Gemini I have to initiate here. The embedding model is a 004. Same model I have to apply it here also. Okay. Then we have to go with that answer generating model. So this model is embedding, embed the answer, like retrieve the answer from the file, resource file. Here this model helps to generate the answer from this particular database. Okay, so the both are having different work, so don't confuse with them. Now we click add button. Here I have to select the Google Gemini model, chat model. You can notice that the chat model, every chat model is having 2.5 flash model. The embed model is a 004 embed model. That was a two different thing is that. So don't confuse with this. Okay, now I'm going to connect with this chat model. So that's it. So now we can done our second step also. The first step, we have to create a node and start with connect with that vector database, pinecone vector store, and embed the model and give a data loader, like a default data loader we have to create. Then we have to comes with the chatting option. So start with the chat trigger. It's entering into the AI agent. The agent will, with the help of chat model and simple memory wise, they have to interacting to the start the interaction to the human. When the user will asking to the resource, resource related questions, then the agent is comes in entering into the answer vector store. After that, this kind of AI model like Gemini model, it helps to retrieve the answer based on the query wise, retrieve the answer, again is going to the vector store. This Gemini helps to generate the answer for the, generate the proper answer for human understanding. Okay, so like this way everything will execute. Okay, now we have done with that everything. So again I do the execute workflow means again is going to the same process. Now we know needed because already was done this. Oh sorry, again I do with that execute workflow and select the file as the same customer support file and give a submission. So again we can check with that when it was completely done with this particular process. So this first node will completed, the Gemini is ready and the data loader also properly executed. Still it was a executing process. Once it is done, we can execute this every process. Without this we can't get the answer from here. Just like that normal discussion only we can do with that particular chatbot because we are embedding with the LLMs, right? So normal conversation we have to build, but we can't do with that customer, technical related questions we can't ask. So we will wait. Once it is properly done means we can do that particular chatting option. So again it has been give any mistakes or any errors is there. So now we can understanding the workflow. I will resolve the error and show you later. In next sessions I have to show the answer for this. Okay. Because now it's most of the tools they have to get a premium, so that's why we can facing multiple issues. So for your purpose I have to search the free open source and the free, what all the tools are free trial is there, that kind of things only I have to choose and execute here. Then only the multiple issues I have repeatedly facing. Okay, we have wait for some time for completion of this execution. Okay, again the 768 dimension, vector dimension only is getting error. Okay, I will resolve this later and I will show you. So now I have to open the chatbot, the chatting page I have to show you. Already stated the open chat, we can click like that. Here also we can check with the chatting option. So now we can see hello. They have the first node will be executed, then going to the AI agent. the agent will try with the help of this particular Gemini model wise, they have to interact with me. So you can see, hello, how can I help you today, like that way. I need to know about the tools. Again, these both are executing. Once it is done, they have to give answer here. I can answer the questions related to the customer support using a vector store. Just let me know what you had like to know. So I have to do this work. So what you exactly you need to know, like that way they have to ask. So now we can do two different memories are stored in this particular simple memory database. Now we can see where is that? The input based on the users wise and how they have replied to the, like that way they have to input and output. Both are stored it here in this particular simple memory. They store it the conversation into the user to chatbot. Now you can see the particular node is not tried to execute because of they are not creating the particular the store is not ready to run, so that's why. So other option we have to go with that active. The inactive, once I enable into the active, now we can done this one into our another browser also. So now I can show you. I click this chatbot and copy this URL. So now it was copied and I get to paste this into the another browser and give a enter. You can see, hi there, start a chat. We are here to help you 24/7. Now we can see the hello everyone. My name is Sangs. How can I help you today? Like that way. So now I customize this, right? So now I asking any questions. Hello. The common question they have tried to asking. What is your name? I am a large language model trained by Google because we are using the Gemini model. So like that way. And then we can also customize this. So I will tell you later. Now I try to asking. Yeah, I need to know about the Python tools. So can you please clarify what you mean by the Python tools? So are you looking for information related to the customer support or something else? So they are trained by the for customer support only. So we have to know about what is there. Just like that, we have to create a common support, right? Now I have to show the file. So now you can see there's the overview of this particular one. They have to create by the NLP and machine learning wise. They have to handling the customers, and workflow wise using the user input wise they have to execute the process. The tools and technologies we can follow by this wise we can ask. Okay, now I try to execute asking one last question. Yeah. Can you say about the tools and technologies in customer support? So now we can wait for that. Error in workflow because of we are not properly run that's why it's getting error. So I already told, right, because this work store, the Pinecone vector store is getting some errors, that's why. Okay, now you understand how can we create the workflow without coding. How can we create everything just like that? I have to create a node and select the option and select the models, like paste the key, like that way I have to initiate the process. The every workflow I can do this kind of things only. Okay, so like this way, how many kind of agents we have to need, we can connect with this. Now I creating only customer support only. If I have to create technical related things, I have to create an individual chatbot, means I have to create another one. So another store we have to create another agent also, followed by this I have to create here. Okay, so like this way every process will be happen. Okay, so once I have to show the answer in the next session, I have to resolve the error. Okay, so now we have to understand how to create the workflow in a native tool. Okay, I hope everyone can understand. Okay, so now you have any doubts? Today we was discuss about the N8N tool. How to create the workflow one by one, starting with the first trigger node to connect the LLM model, an embedding model or vector store. Everything we have to connect with that. I have to give a explain about everything. I hope I have to give a proper explanation. So you have any doubts about this, you can asking anytime, or upcoming next session also you can try to ask, or now you have any doubts means you can ask now, not an issue. Or internship users, you can get this entire explanation video and direct link and every installation process and step by step what was that, installation commands I have to share with the different text file wise I have to share to you. So don't worry about the internship users. So others, you have to need this kind of everything, kindly join with your internship. The internship link I also shared in the chat box, and it was every time it was available in the description, so don't miss this. So in this week only the internship offer is there, so it's a limited time, limited days only is there, so don't lose this offer. Okay, so that's it. I hope everyone can understand. So you have any doubt means you can contact this particular mobile or WhatsApp number. My mail ID also is there. So if you have any doubt, you can contact anytime with us. We will take care of you. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you so much. We will meet on the next session. So our next topic is we have to see with that the different cloud option. Cloud domains. We have to see AWS and Google Cloud, like that way. How we can create an account in this particular one, we have to see. Followed by that, we have to see the one or three different agents. Yeah, try to create three different agents. One of them we have to connect with that Gmail. How to send a Gmail. So the first day I have to show you, right? With the help of Lindy AI wise, how to create a automatically email reply, that kind of thing. I have to show you entire workflow wise. I have to give explanation, and we have to see the WhatsApp automation. How to automate the WhatsApp with the help of WhatsApp messenger wise. How to connect, everything was discussed. Okay, so thank you all. Yeah, thank you Bharatraj sir and Tridham. Thank you for your responses. Thank you. We will see you on the next session, and see you.